Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Yana Dang and I'm a women's fitness coach that's passionate about helping you achieve your fitness goals. Today we're diving into a really exciting topic, how to start your fitness journey. If you're a complete beginner or just trying to get some fresh motivation to get started, then this video is going to be for you. First things first, let's talk about your why. Why do you even want to start this fitness journey? Is it to feel stronger? Is it to lose weight? Is it to feel more confident? Whatever the reasons are, write them down. Having a clear understanding of your motivation will help you stay committed, especially on those tough days. A big part of my why is being able to help women really overcome those challenges that I faced when I first started my fitness journey. I felt like there was so much information out there. There were so many different words that I didn't know. There were so many different exercises, not to mention like all the nutrition stuff that I don't even want to get into the nitty-gritty of. I can make another video on that. But I felt like there were so many different diets that I tried and failed, and I wanted to know more about the things that worked well for my body, didn't work well for my body. And so I hope that this video can really help you have a start to your journey, but also not have to go through the BS of learning more about nutrition, learning more about the different exercises, and just all that information out there. And so a big part of my why is helping you not have to go through the same mistakes that I did and be able to really fast track your fitness journey to make it a lot easier, make it effortless, but also make it really enjoyable. Next up, let's set some realistic goals. It's really easy to get carried away and set really big goals, but what ends up happening is you can get really burnt out if you set them too big and go too fast. Instead, set small, achievable goals. Maybe it's starting out by working out 3 times a week, or maybe it's just adding vegetables to your meal. A big tip that I have for you is to celebrate the small wins. I think a big part of a fitness journey is being able to reflect and take a step back and just see how far you've come. If you look too much into the bigger picture, you forget all the little things that happen along the way, and you have to remember that the small wins do add up. Progress is still progress, and those small wins along the way are huge. So don't forget to celebrate those milestones. When I first started my fitness journey, I set some crazy goals for myself, and it definitely made me feel a little bit more burnt out. My first goal was seeing those girls on Tumblr, seeing all those abs, seeing how fit they were, and I was like, you know what? I want to look like them. So I set out my first goal to do a bodybuilding competition, and I definitely went in for the wrong reasons, but it helped me kickstart my journey to being more fit, staying active, and getting into the gym. When I set that goal to compete, I had a plan for myself, I had structure, and it made it a lot easier for me to really accomplish my goal because I had a plan of action. But I think in the grand scheme of things, what I would have done was start a little bit smaller and just focusing on healthy habits along the way versus setting up myself for something that was a little bit more crazy than what I would have expected myself to be through. But I think learning along the way, what I do know is setting those smaller goals along the way are going to help you feel a little bit more accomplished and be able to achieve that goal a lot more sustainably. Now, the third one is a big one, and it's to find something that you really do enjoy. The best workout is the one that you're actually going to stick to. Same goes with your diet. It's going to be the one that you can find yourself enjoying and doing for the rest of your life. If you hate running, do not run. I used to be the type of person that thought I needed to burn so many calories, so I did all the things that I needed to do in order to get there. So I ran hours on end, hating myself, hating how I felt, and it only made me feel worse. And that led me to not really seeing any results. I still felt skinny fat, and I still didn't make any progress because I was doing something that I felt I didn't enjoy, and it wasn't something that was sustainable for me. So if I wanted to achieve the look that I wanted, I would need to keep running forever, and that's something that I didn't want to do. If you don't like running, you can try other activities like yoga, you can go swimming, you can join a CrossFit class, whatever that is. Just try to think of an activity that you already like to do, something that you already do in your life, something maybe you want to try, and use that as your activity instead of running. Experiment with a lot of different activities until you find something that you really do enjoy and that you can see yourself doing for the rest of your life, and something that you do enjoy. Number 4 is setting up a routine. Consistency is going to be key here. Create a routine that fits your lifestyle. You know, if you're someone that works a lot of hours, maybe find something that you don't have to spend a lot of hours doing. So for example, if you work 9 to 5, maybe finding an activity that you can do after the work or before the work. Schedule your workouts just as you would any other appointment. If you have a calendar, book your workouts into your calendar so that you know exactly what time, when you're going to do it, and that way you make it a non-negotiable for yourself. If mornings work best for you, that's great. Do that. If you're more of an evening person, then maybe going to the gym after your work is going to be better for you. It all really depends on what your schedule looks like and what you feel like it can fit into your lifestyle, not the other way around. I used to think that I needed to do really early morning workouts because that's what everyone's doing. They said like you have to get up early, and that didn't work for me. I was not a morning person at the time. But I think as I grew older, I started to really enjoy morning workouts because I found that I got more tired at the end of the night. So really just reevaluate what your life looks like, where you feel like you would enjoy spending that time to work out, and put it there. Don't work out during a time that you feel like is not realistic for you. The biggest part is to find a time that works for you and stick to it. That way you can stay consistent. Number 5 is fueling your body. Let's not forget about nutrition. Fueling your body with the right types of foods is so important for your fitness journey. Thinking about fueling your body with nutritious foods like fiber, veggies, fruits, lean protein, carbs. Carbs are going to be really important because that is your body's main source of energy. I think back when I first started my fitness journey, it was really hard for me to really grasp the idea that carbs were good for me because everyone in diet culture was saying that carbs are bad, you need to restrict yourself. But with the last 10 years of coaching women, I've found that carbs are not the enemy. They are actually your best friend. They help fuel your workouts. They keep you energized, and they just taste good. And so I think that when it comes to fueling your body, it's just about learning what's going to work best for you and finding something that's going to last you a lifetime and not something that is a quick fix. And remember, it's okay to enjoy these foods in moderation, especially if you're someone who loves donuts, sweets, going out to eat. These things can still be incorporated into your day-to-day as long as you find a balanced approach to it and not restrict yourself during the week. Number 6 is staying accountable. Accountability can make a huge difference. If you can find an accountability partner, if you can find a friend who can work out with you, or even a coworker that can keep you on track for your goals, it makes it a lot easier to stay consistent, but also keep yourself accountable to those goals. You can find a friend, you can find a family member, go do your workout with them, maybe find a class, and do those things together. And that way you guys can keep both of yourselves accountable. Sharing your fitness journey with others can also keep you on track and accountable to yourself. I know for me, when I first started my fitness journey, not a lot of people around me had that same mindset of wanting to work out. And so I kind of was a lone wolf starting out, and it definitely was a lot harder. You know, when you're in this thing alone, you don't have anyone to go to, you don't have anyone to keep you motivated. But I think thinking back now, if I had a friend or if I had someone doing it with me, it would have made my progress a lot faster because I would have been more motivated, I would have been more excited, and it would be a little fun time for me to go hang out with a friend or do an activity with a family member, and that way you can connect and bond more during that time. Number 7 is to listen to your body. Rest is just important as exercise. So if you're feeling sore, if you're feeling burnt out, or if you're feeling tired, listen to your body, give it what it needs. It's literally telling you to rest. And so I think back then I would have never rested in my life. And I think that was one of the biggest mistakes in starting my fitness journey. Was I was 7 days a week, nonstop, burning myself to the ground, running hours on end. And if I can think back to years ago, what I would have told my younger self was take a break when your body's telling you to take a break. I think from learning from my past experience, that only burnt me out more. I stopped seeing progress. I started hating the gym. And so if your body is feeling sore or if it needs rest, give it the rest that it needs. And I promise you that you're going to see progress a lot faster, because when you go to the gym, you're breaking down muscle and you want to be able to recover and be able to feel your best the next time you are working out. So if you need a rest day, definitely take one. If you're feeling tired or sore, make sure to give yourself permission to take a break. Overworking or overdoing it can lead to injury, but also it can make you feel burnt out and less motivated. Remember that this is a lifelong journey, and that if you start building the habits, if you start to find enjoyment in those activities and give yourself a break when you need it, it's going to be a lot more sustainable for you, and that way you can keep progressing without feeling burnt out. Starting your fitness journey can be very overwhelming, but every step that you take towards that goal is a step to a happier, healthier you. Stay patient, stay consistent, and most importantly, have fun. I feel like back when I first started, I didn't enjoy it as much because I felt like I burnt myself out way too quickly. And so if you are just starting out, make sure to have fun with it. Remember that this is a lifelong journey, and don't give up on yourself. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tips, and leave a comment below sharing what your fitness goal is. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.